Gaming Bolt presents Top 20 Best Upcoming PC Exclusive Video Games You Need to Look Forward to. Some people say that PC gaming is dead, and those people are wrong. The PC gaming community is bigger than ever, and there are plenty of excellent titles coming to satiate the hungry crowd. Here are the 20 PC games to look forward to in 2016 and beyond. Please note that currently these games are PC exclusive, but that may change in the future. Also note that the list is in random order. Scorn. Take a stroll through a world that seems to be hell incarnate. Fire spews from cracks in the deformed rocks, hideously deformed monsters crawl out of the wood as you try to survive in a world that is out to kill you in the most horrific of ways. It's yet another horror game headed to PC, but the demonic influences run deep, giving this game a unique style. Mages of Mystralia. Run through a colorful world of magic, unleashing devastating spells to take down devious enemies. You can craft your own spells to switch up combat, tearing through the world and solving puzzles. It's an inventive game that puts a unique spin on isometric dungeon crawlers. Dual Universe. Dual Universe sounds a bit like No Man's Sky when you first hear the pitch. It's a first-person MMORPG that takes place in a massive sandbox comprised of millions of planets. The scope is smaller, but maybe that will mean more refined gameplay and more intricate in-game systems. And constructing your own ship and base looks seamless, adding another layer to the incredible sci-fi proceedings. Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. Realistic, tactical FPS gameplay is the name of the game in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. Travel back in time to the historic war as you trudge through burning fields, soar over war-torn villages and helicopters, and fight for survival in the dense forests. It's a more slowly paced shooter that rewards tactics over running in and wildly firing at anything that moves. Overland. Overland plunks you down on a small, square patch of land. It looks lovely, but it's filled with wolves, raiders, strange creatures, and a dozen other things that want to kill you. The beautiful, minimalistic art style holds it all together, painting a picture of a world that is falling into a gorgeous state of decay. Far Lone Sails. An atmospheric vehicle adventure. This is what Far Lone Sails is pitched as. What this means in terms of gameplay is that you'll run around a massive, bizarre vehicle in order to keep it running as it travels through the desolate world. It looks to be part puzzle game and part experience, guiding players through a world that has been lost to time. Xenonauts 2. Harkening back to the classic days of turn-based strategy RPGs, Xenonauts is reminiscent of the old days both in terms of graphics and gameplay. The original married modern gameplay with classic graphics to great effect. It was a fantastic experience that was great for new and old fans of the genre, and the sequel looks to improve on the original in every way. Age of Ascent. This MMO is all about dogfighting in the depths of space. Spinning and flipping through the stars, desperately trying to track down enemies and send them careening into the void. The world is vast and there is plenty to explore, but the emphasis is on fighting. A Hat in Time. Taking a break from the dark and gritty games making their way to PC, A Hat in Time delivers whimsical 3D platforming in a cartoonish world filled with strange characters and plenty of collectibles to snatch up. The final release is just around the corner, so there isn't too long to wait until we can explore the game's quirky world. Northern Shadow. Combine a first-person perspective, a beautiful open world, and city-building elements, and you get Northern Shadow. The medieval land is simultaneously breathtaking and dangerous, with plenty to see and create. It's still early for this title, but it's only going to get bigger from here. Inner Chains. Inner Chains is a first-person horror game set in a world that defies explanation. The terrain arcs and morphs, skeletal enemies stalk the dingy corridors, and massive machines loom in the distance, emitting a droning hum. The shooting looks visceral and bloody, each shot sending an enemy careening into walls or off ledges. Battletech. Battletech is currently described as tactical mech combat on PC. It's based on the board game franchise of the same name, and will feature plenty of hulking robots stomping across grids to tear into enemy mechs. It's still early in development, but the main concept sounds different from any other strategy game out right now. Black Room. John Romero, the creator of Doom, is back with a brand new shooter. It's still a couple of years out, but we know there will be an extensive single-player campaign and a suite of multiplayer modes. But what kind of gameplay can you expect? Strafe-heavy, explosive FPS action that will be reminiscent of Romero's classic titles. Observer. A lot of horror games come to PC via Steam, but Observer looks to separate itself from the crowd. This cyberpunk adventure is filled with grotesque mechanical creations in a world that looks like it is made of living code. The aesthetic and style are both incredibly fresh, giving us hope that it can give us brand new things to be afraid of. The Bard's Tale 4. Return to the whimsical world of A Bard's Tale as you journey through fantastical environments in the first person, fighting all sorts of ghouls and fiends. The developers are putting a lot of focus on the combat, saying that the first-person perspective will be much more dynamic, allowing for encounters that are intrinsically unpredictable. Fortnite. Epic Games' tower defense title has been in beta for some time, but release is imminent. The gameplay is a mix of tower defense and survival, where you must build up a base and then fend off hordes of monsters as they tunnel out of the dirt as the moon rises. It will definitely be a unique blend of gameplay that will be easy to come back to time and time again. Escape from Tarkov. A new action RPG simulator set in a war-torn country. Players will have to hunt resources, upkeep their weapons, track down enemies, and plan out death-defying missions. There aren't too many stellar war simulators on the market, so there is always room for another. Quake Champions. Quake is back. Not only does the level design and characters all feel like they belong in the series, the gameplay looks like the perfect way to return Quake to the fold. Rocket jumping over gaps, pulling of railgun snipes, and decimating the enemy team, it's all here and looks as good as ever. Squadron 42, Star Citizen. This game has reached almost mythical status at this point. Star Citizen has been in alphas and betas, letting players purchase in-game items with no spaces to use them. Everything has seemed like one big tease, but it's finally on the horizon. Exploring the vast depths of space with friends sounds absolutely thrilling, and is sure to take up plenty of hours of our lives. Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 3. The Dawn of War games are fantastic RTS games with multiple factions, expansive maps, and plenty of tech trees and systems to explore. The latest game in the series promises 3 factions and much more action. After the excellent Dawn of War 2, we can only wait excitedly for what's to come. Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.